Hey folks, my name is StarFox. Welcome back to another Minecraft tutorial video. In this video, I'll be looking at building some mass villager trading stations, or also known as Emerald Factory or Emerald Generators. This design is very simple, with just a little bit of redstone, and it is my own design. In this video, I'll first show how this works. Second, I'll go over a few problems you can run into and how you can solve them. And third and final part of this video will be the tutorial where I build a station. I'll put a timestamp on the screen if you want to skip to the second or third part, and I'll get into the first part now. Before anything else, make sure you've got your game mode set to hard difficulty. The zombie will just kill your villagers on easy and only have about a 50% chance of converting them to zombie villagers on normal. On hard, that chance is raised to 100%, which is what we want. Alright, this here is 3 of these stations built next to each other. We got farmers, clerics, and masons here. Building 2 stations with farmers next to each other won't work, as it's possible for a villager to try and claim the workstation from another station. If they aren't locked into a profession, make sure each station has different workstations. Or alternatively, make sure the villagers can't pathfind to other workstations. This carpet I'm using prevents the villagers from getting out, but it doesn't prevent the pathfinding algorithm from believing that they can get out. And these villagers here have already been converted once into zombie villagers and back. You can buy some golden carrots and glistering melons, sell some melons, pumpkins, and carrots. If you want to get the carrot trade or potato trade down further, you can always convert them back into zombie villagers. And here are the clerics, and you can trade some rotten flesh with them, you can trade some gold, you can trade some empty bottles if you got a witch farm. And here are the masons. You can trade some stone with them, granite, andesite, diorite for some of them, and some quartz. You can get some quartz from them, which is one of their better trades. You can also get some terracotta if you don't have a mesa nearby, mesa biome. And those are just 3 different villagers you can get. And here now, if you want to convert them into zombies, just this simple. If you're in survival mode here, the zombie will most likely target you instead of the villagers. I'm in survival, so they can't target me. You might have to go around and hide a bit before they hit each other, but these are all converted now. And I got a weakness potion in there. Just press this button, which converts them, and then just get some golden apples here, and we can heal these villagers. Alright, I'm here in survival, and we just got our first one cured right there in front of me. And just waiting now on the others, and I'm in survival here because all these zombies here will now be zombie villagers will try to pathfind towards me instead of trying to hit the villagers. They're trying to target me instead, which is somewhat important because otherwise they'd be hitting the villagers, which wouldn't be very good. So you want them to pathfind towards you, and you want to be inside of them at all times while they're curing, so that as some of them get cured, they don't get hit by the zombie villagers again and reconverted back. And of course, you don't want to get too far away anyways, because these can despawn if you get too far away from them, they will despawn. Alright, I'll just check one of these trades here, and as you can see, gold is all down to 1. Most of it is all down to 1 except for the rotten flesh, and 1 emerald, or 1 gold per emerald, and 2 bottles for that one, for an emerald. And you can get the rotten flesh down to even lower by converting them and curing them multiple times. So that's basically how this system works here. Now let's get into some problems you could run into with this emerald generator. Alright, one of the problems you may have with this here is if you break this lever or block, or one of the blocks with redstone up on top, or even a piece of redstone up there that powers the pistons, those pistons will retract and that zombie will be able to hit the villagers. Now in order to solve this, you could replace the lever with a button and use a monostable circuit to create a one-tick pulse, which lets the pistons, the sticky pistons, spit out their block so that they don't have to be powered all the time. I won't be showing you how to build a monostable circuit here. Monostable circuit. I hope I'm saying that right. Anyways, I won't be showing you how to build one here. Just if you want to solve this problem, you can look it up yourself and build one. What a monostable circuit does is it takes a redstone signal from a button, which is about 8 or 10 ticks, I believe, somewhere around there, and it turns it into just a single tick pulse. Another problem you might have here is zombies can still hit whatever it last targeted with the slabs down. Whatever it last targeted when the slabs were up, it will still sometimes be able to hit it when the slabs are down, but it won't be able to acquire a new target. So basically, if the zombie targets a villager, then it's gonna still be able to hit that villager after the slabs are down. So what you kind of want to do there is you want it to always target the player instead of the villager, which shouldn't really be a problem too much since the zombie will favor targeting the player over the villager. Even though the villagers will be closer, it will favor targeting the player instead. So that's just one problem I figured I'd make you aware of, and if you get too close, the zombie will be able to hit you, so be careful there. So a third problem you could have is villagers could have a hard time fighting past each other if they have to cross paths to get to their respective workstations. So there's only one block they can use to find past each other. The carpet blocks them from going around, so it can get pretty tough with them trying to keep going to their workstations but not being able to get past each other. There is a solution that will solve all three of these issues, and that is after you have converted and cured all the villagers a few times and gotten the prices as low as you can or as you want them, you can kill the zombie, remove all the redstone, the pistons, the dispenser, all the redstone, and the carpet, and then the villagers will be able to wander around that 5x5 area. If you do that, you can even put in a lot more villagers, because if you plan on doing that, uh, you'll be able to convert them all at the same time, which is a lot easier. Convert them to zombie villagers and then cure them. It's a lot easier to cure them all at once. So if you're planning on doing that, you can put in a lot more villagers. You don't have to worry about them pathfinding or anything like that as much, and they'd have a 5x5 area to wander around in if you remove the zombie and all that stuff. Alright, into the tutorial part of this video. And first we're gonna put a block up here. Gonna have 4 blocks here away leading into a block, and put some redstone, 4 pieces of redstone dust on top of these 4 blocks. Put a block on the last block there, and a button and a dispenser. This is the redstone that powers the dispenser. And now you just wanna put some lighting sources in here as well. You just put some blocks around the dispenser. You can use you can squeeze some lighting sources in here as well. Just gonna replace this button here so it fits the right way. And now you can just put some blocks around here. Again, this is where the villagers will be here. And this area right here is where the villagers will wander around. So just come up 2 blocks now and do the same thing here. And now, once that's done, you want to put in some workstations. I'm going to put in workstations all around here. You don't really need that many. You just need probably a couple more than you're going to put villagers in. I'd recommend no more than 6 villagers, by the way, in there. But I just want, if the villagers ever lose their workstation, there's always one right in front of them that they can pick up. So that's why I'm putting so many workstations in, but it's not entirely necessary. If you have a problem with villagers bunching up too much around workstations, just eliminate a few of them and that shouldn't be a problem. Next, grab some carpet and just put some carpet around here. cover the light sources, and put some around on the composters. And this carpet will basically prevent the villagers from wandering anywhere else. Now we're gonna put in some pistons here. Gonna put in 8 pistons around here, and then we're gonna want to put slabs right there so the pistons can push them and pull them. Just put a block there so the dispenser shoots up and shoots the splash potion up to hit that block. Now you want to put in some blocks in here so it can power the pistons. Just put some redstone on top of these blocks and come down one more, and you can fill in some blocks here and just put a lever. Just put a lever right here. And that pretty much does it here. It's all working. The lever pushes the pistons down, and that's basically all there's to it to build this. You can put a zombie in here in the middle. You can name tag him or just give him a sword or something or an item that so that whatever, and just put in some 6 villagers in here. And I'd recommend 6. You can do more. You can do you can do more if you want. Sure, you don't really want to do less, but might be some issues with pathfinding. Anyways, that's a tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it, and leave a like and subscribe if you really enjoyed it, and have a good day.